Thanks a lot, Rich. The fairness, whether it was or wasn't, was a big topic in the spin room last night. I had a chance to ask Dennis Kucinich and his wife, Elizabeth, their take.
Some people are saying that it was unfair, the amount of time that some of the candidates had over some of the other candidates. What's your response?
That's right, it was.
It was unfair?
I mean, if a regional news network ran a debate, and if some of the candidates were not included, there'd be, I think, people who felt it was unfair. CNN's debate tonight wasn't fair. But you know what? Notwithstanding that, I still made sure that half of the chance that I had to speak, I talked about ending the war. And when all's said and done tonight, when everyone goes home, there's still soldiers whose lives are on the line. There's still innocent civilians who are being killed as a result of this war. So I wanted to make sure that I could go home with a clear conscience in knowing that I took a stand that was important for the American people to hear. And I established tonight that I'm the only peace candidate because I was definitive in every area I talked about. I connected it to peace. And I think that all of these other candidates have a lot of explaining to do. They want to blame George Bush for the war. The Democrats are in control of Congress. We don't have to give a bill. We can end the war. And and they're all dodging that question. You know what that means? That means they want to keep the war going. Well, they want to make believe that they're opposed to it. If you're opposed to the war, you don't even offer a funding bill.
Aside from Iraq, what else do you hope the viewers take home tonight?
Well, I think there's two other areas that I spoke of. One is trade. NAFTA's cost America millions of jobs. And people know in me, they have someone who's willing to take a new direction. Workers' rights, human rights, environmental quality principles have to be part of all trade agreements. And the other issue is health care. I mean, the state of New Hampshire, the New Hampshire House and the New Hampshire Democratic Party have both gone on record in favor of H.R. 676, a universal single-payer, not-for-profit health care plan, Medicare for all. You heard the audience respond to it. And I think that that's the bill that I co-authored with John Conyers. So I think that it's important for people, for the American people to be the winners of this election when it occurs, and they'll be the winners when I win because they will have health care. A president will fight for health care.
In the beginning of the debate, you were asked to describe yourself, to just say, I'm Dennis Kucinich, and if you could add one more line, maybe you could both answer this, if you could add one more line to that, what would it be?
Husband of Elizabeth Kucinich.
What would you add for him?
What would I add for him? The only candidate who truly speaks from his heart, the only candidate who was leading against the war in Iraq before it even started, the only candidate who's truly with the American people on healthcare, the only candidate who truly stands with the American people on labor. There are so many places that Dennis is the only candidate. And when his voice is marginalized in these debates, it's not his voice that marginalized, it's the whole of America that's marginalized. And it really shows the interests of these companies that put these debates on.
Who's your best spokesman?
And Congressman Kucinich isn't the only candidate who felt frustrated by the amount of time they had to speak. I also asked Senator Joe Biden how he felt.
What do you think you did tonight?
Well, that's for you all to judge. It was a little frustrating because the way in which the time is allocated, you didn't get a chance to answer the questions, all the ones you wanted to answer, but I felt good about it. And look, I think this is a process, and it's all about presidential leadership and who are the folks that are going to make a decision, who of us has the standing and has the personality to be able to actually get some of these things done. So I felt good with the amount of time I was able to speak.
Do you think it was unfair?
Well, no, look, I think it's a process. It's hard. And right now, there's a desire to try to have the two folks in the front go after one another on the part of everyone. But, this will all shake out. This is the beginning. It's only the second mile post of the marathon.
And make sure to tune in tomorrow night for more from Senator Biden and the other candidates. Till then, Rich, let's send it back to you.